If you are charging your clients an hourly rate, there are 5 reasons that you need to stop immediately. Number 1, you're limiting your client's success. Let's face it, you have skills and experience that can help people get significant results. And if you're a coach or a consultant or a freelancer, a wellness practitioner, or if you're delivering any type of professional services, you want to help people get the maximum results possible. And I want you to think about this for a moment. If you charge an hourly rate, then your clients will only want to work the minimum possible number of hours with you, right? So now you're not only limiting your client's success, but you're also limiting your own income. Number 2, you're not getting paid what you're worth. So if you're great at what you do, your hourly rate only focuses on the quantity of the work that you do, not the quality, the volume of the hours you work, not the true value that you actually provide. Because what if you can get a better result or do it quicker due to your experience, right? Then charging an hourly rate means you're going to get paid less for being really good at your job, which makes 0 sense in my opinion. What you'll find people end up doing is they compare your hourly rate to the hourly rate of your competitors, and that isn't a fair competition either. And so what ends up happening is you're in this bizarre race to the bottom of who's got the cheapest price. And let's face it, that's not a race that you want to win, right? Number 3, you're trading your time for money. So the only way to make more money is to work more hours. But the problem is there's only a limited number of hours in the day. So what ends up happening is you're going to hit a ceiling on your income that you just can't go past because there's only 24 hours in the day. What else are you going to do? And if there are other ways that you can actually go out there and help your clients, or also in the process allow you to free up your time, like you providing a recorded educational video or a computer program or using an offshore team member, you can't do any of those because it's not factored into your hourly rate. Now, I know I'm being quite direct with you, but just know that this advice doesn't come from some blog post or from a book that I was reading. It's from training thousands of service-based businesses from 2009 and seeing firsthand what separates businesses that succeed from the ones that fail. Now, number 4, charging an hourly rate not only lowers your financial rewards, but it also lowers your fulfillment. And what I mean by that is you will end up getting into this sort of nickel and dime mindset where you want to bill for, every single thing you do for your client. And you're like, okay, I've got to add this 5 minutes here. I've got to add this 15 minutes here. Because if you don't, then it doesn't seem fair that you've done all this additional work for your client, but you're not getting rewarded for it. But charging for every single thing that you do for a client, it just gets annoying after a while. So if you have the hourly wage mentality, so will your customers. And what will end up happening is you're going to have to justify your hours to your clients. So it becomes this very awkward thing where instead of just doing great work, you're constantly having to explain what you did, when you did it. And you're in this very bizarre process. And then they have all these questions around everything you're doing. And I can assure you that's just not fulfilling for anybody. And it's also lots of extra work and stress trying to track billable hours and invoicing for it and so on. Number 5 is hourly rates can scare clients off. So when I get into a taxi, they don't say, "Hi, welcome. Just want to let you know this taxi is $100 an hour," right? Because that would scare you off, right? Instead, we should be more like Uber, right? We should charge an agreed upon fee for the result that we are going to deliver. And this ends up being a win-win because now your client has predictability of the cost and you can just focus now on getting them the ultimate result instead of constantly watching the clock as to what you're delivering. So right now you may be thinking, well, what should I do instead? Well, you need to do two things right now. First of all, you need to package up your services. And there are dozens of different things that you can offer your clients, opposed to, trading your time for money. There's also a handful of great ways that you can use to package up your services, such as a one-off fee for the result you deliver or an ongoing monthly recurring fee. Now, secondly, you need to be able to have the right conversation with potential clients. So charging an hourly rate is very common, and it's what a lot of clients will have come to expect because of how common it is. But the initial conversation that you have with your client in which you introduce your package needs to be done in a very specific way. Otherwise, their mentality will default back to time for money. So as an example, you need to show them a path. And it's important when you're getting down to transacting with a client, the transformation is really what the transaction is. And so, in fact, if you're taking notes or whatever, write this down. People pay for the path. And so at the end of the day, if you want to stop charging time for money, you have to demonstrate a path that a person goes along that creates their transformation, that actually gets them the result. And what ends up happening is they will then understand what it's all about. Because if you don't show them a path to getting results, all they're going to see is the price you're communicating. So really understand that people pay for the path. So for example, Tiffany Botel, a lady we worked with a while ago, before packaging up her services, Tiffany actually offered an hourly rate, and she was struggling in her business, and she was actually considering going back to a 9-to-5 job because she was sort of bordering on bankruptcy for 2 straight years, and it just wasn't working out. And so I taught her exactly how to do these two things: get the correct package and then have the right conversation. And what was the result for her? Well, Tiffany actually ended up generating $105,000 worth of new coaching business in 40 days. That's it. So 40 days after learning how to have the right package and how to have the right conversation, she made $105,000 additional dollars in her coaching business. So this entire system obviously takes, as you could imagine, a lot more time to explain in detail than this few short minutes that we have together right now. And that's why I actually created a very special free online event called Prosper From Your Passion, Sharing Your Knowledge Online. And not only will you learn exactly how you should package your services correctly and how to have the right conversation with your clients, there are also other critical things that we need to discuss about your business, such as how to build the self-belief around charging what you're worth and how to communicate it confidently, and the different pricing structures. There are many different pricing structures. We need to find the one that is right for you. We also need to have a discussion around the best way to market your services and also how to best use technology like Zoom or like webinars to grow your business, and which platform is going to work best for your situation. So what that really means for you is you'll actually end up being able to go out there and make a difference and a living doing what you love. So to learn more or book your free ticket to the event, just click the link in this post or go to www.authentic.com.au/prosper. And I just want to talk to you about the elephant in the room, which is, why is this event free, right? Probably you thought that, right? If not, you probably will at some point. So look, this is something that most people think, and I want to address it because most of the companies out there don't address why it's free. It's free because we use a marketing method called freemium. So just like Zoom and Spotify and Gmail are free, they deliver great value for free, and then a small percentage of people, they want more, and then they decide to buy the premium version, which makes it a win-win for everyone. And that's exactly what we do inside our organization. We do the exact same thing. So if you want to stop charging an hourly rate and start charging what you're worth while getting your clients even better results, then click the link in this post or go to authentic.com.au/prosper, and I'll see you soon.